I am so excited to keep going with this. I have a lot of notes to make. I wonder if these are the windows to the building. I don't know. It's a 3x8 grid, but it's kind of divided up funny. But this one's gonna be weird. This is, I think, the black and white ruins. See, for some of these, I can remember, like, yeah, when I was around that area, I remember looking there and being like, oh, this looks funny, or this looks like something that might mean something later. But I have no idea what this is. It's a 9x9 grid with some missing. Unsure about the tree as well. Like, what would I've missed there? We'll see. I definitely think the tree area is one that I visited like the least, so I definitely could have missed details in there. Okay, I've written down the size of all the grids, so I at least kind of know the size and shape of what I'm looking for. The binary one, I think, might have something to do with those gravestones that were just sitting there. I might come back to that one. I kind of want to look around the diamond and the garden ones. See what I can find. Let's see. With the dots when it was visible, this is probably it. But we have these. Let's see, for the diamonds, the grid is 6x5. A 6x5 grid. This is a 5x6 grid, though it's a little funny looking, and these things don't actually sit like right in the squares. I mean, these ones are off of the grid completely, so I don't know that this would be it. Also, there's only one yellow one, and that is not how this works. I don't know that this would factor in since it moves so much. So maybe these things are visible from the fast travel point and not from the final boss. But I don't remember where that even is. Oh, it's right here. Well, I don't know what else it would be here. Maybe it's supposed to be here, the raft. I think this is where it started. So maybe that's where they want you to think of the yellow diamond being. What would that look like? So I'm gonna just go ahead and put this in this square right here. Same with this one. I don't like the way that this is not a perfect grid and that these things aren't perfectly situated on it. I'm actually a little bit confused because from what I can tell, if this is what I'm really trying to look at, there's 3 pairs of diamonds and they're all different colors, so couldn't we just light the whole thing up and that would work? Pairs of diamonds that are different colors can go in the same shapes. So I think I'm not interpreting this correctly. It's just too wonky. Maybe it's something else altogether. But what the hell else could it be? That's pretty much it. Oh. Well, this changes things. Oh, I see. We're another level up. So we have 4 yellow diamonds. Is this really where the grid is then? Because even though it's a little stretched and silly, it's a grid, you know? So there's nothing there. We're not counting the raft as anything. And I'm gonna go ahead and assume there's nothing underneath that. This is probably challenging enough as is. All right, so we'll come back to that. So what the art gallery is it's a 3x8 grid with some funky shapes going on. I need a bigger picture. Let's go up here. So this would be a bigger square. I'm gonna mark the ones that are red, and we're gonna ignore the basement floor. So, I'm gonna assume it's these windows. This is the third. Yeah, there's one square, and then two squares. And then two squares. And then one square, one square. So what the fuck is this doing in the middle? But this row goes, it's just one all the way across. It doesn't count these doors, I don't think. I don't know how to read the bottom level. 1 1 2 2 1 1. I guess this counts as 2. I don't know, man. This is also just not perfect. Alright, I think that's probably it. So 0 0 red red red. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about that one. But we'll see, I guess. This one. Is it the stairs? It's a row of 9 or a column of 9. The stairs are a different pattern every time. I don't know if I know how to interpret that though. Let's see what else there is. What other possibilities we have. I mean, it could be just the entire thing. So let's say this is 1 square. And then this would be 1. Would it be? Would it be 1 or 2? 1 or 2. 1 or 2 squares. Is this just 1 right here? So there's 2. 1, 2. That's a stack of 9. If I've interpreted that correctly. So I guess we can try that. I don't know. Alright, well. Okay, that was the ruins. Let's hit up this one. This one is a 9x9 grid with like a couple, like 3 squares missing. The fast travel is here. The fire is here. Am I supposed to see it? You know, just from here? Maybe if we go underneath, back underneath it. I don't know. I'm looking for a square, not a rectangle. I did think it's funny how this path is shaped, but I don't know. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Huh. Okay. This is a 9x9 square. It's just kind of skewed out. Drawing it will be a huge challenge. Jeez. And how does it rotate? Because this is basically a diamond. Which way are we supposed to orient it when we put it on the grid? I don't know. I guess I can draw it however I want though, right? I am not very good at drawing straight lines. Okay, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this at the top right. So we'll go like this, just kind of. And if I need to rotate it when I actually put it in the thing, that's fine. Oh, okay. So maybe the missing squares are to help you, like, orient where you're supposed to be. Here's a problem, though. I think that if I'm looking at this and remembering correctly where the missing squares are, I think this might only be a half of the solution because it barely covers half of the board. And there's a missing square in the whole other section that we like don't even come close to. So, is there another path that looks like this? I actually don't remember seeing one anywhere. Maybe it is the carts. I mean, there is a grid here. Can't see some of it. So that's cool. Also, again, not 100% sure how to rotate it. I think I'm gonna go like this though. Same thing that I just did over there. And what about, do I count this square? Do I count this one? It's only half, it's half taken up on this one. Do we count those? They're part of the grid. I'm gonna say no, because there's no slats. Question mark? I guess that's our, if it doesn't work, then put those ones in. I'm gonna start here. Maybe this one. This is so stressful. Well, I guess those two squares, these ones are filled in by the other one anyway. They actually connect. So, yes, that answers that. And this is the edge. So yeah, I think I got this one. I think I got it. Well, that's cool. That's kind of exciting. Oh yeah, I want to look at that tree one. Actually, really, oh, well, we're at the garden, so guess let's take a look around here. I'm pretty sure some of these beds were different funny colors or shapes. Shoot, how do we get over there? Actually, we don't think maybe this. Yeah, I think this makes more sense. It's a 4x8. Oh no, that's something else. The garden is a funny shaped one. It's like a 2x3 grid on top of a 3x6 grid. So how do we how do we shape this into that? I think this is it. It's like vaguely the same shape. All right, so with that weird shaped grid, where would I put these clues? How does this translate? Because it is kind of a funny shape. Like if I'm to make this a whole 6, and this would be 5 by 3, then where's the cutoff exactly? Like this isn't a whole square. Apparently this is a whole square. It's just the dimensions are really weird on this one. I could be in the entirely wrong place. It's like close, but it's not close enough for me. Maybe that's because of the steps. But even then, let's say you put this on the same level. How do you space them apart? If this is supposed to be one square, these are a bunch of half squares. It doesn't make sense to me. How do you put that together? Maybe this is the top part, the 2x3. And you're just supposed to take these and stuff them into that section. So every single square is gonna have a little flower in it. Ooh. All right, let's see what else we can come up with for this. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced this will have the answer. Because, I mean, I can pretty much see. This is what this area looks like. I mean, this is weird, but I don't think this doesn't fit into our grid. This doesn't fit into our possible grid. I don't know. I'm gonna keep walking around. Maybe I'll find a way back there. Aha! This is strange, but it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with the grid they gave us. Not everything has to mean something. This is a very odd one. I'm missing something. All right, so the tree is a 4x8 grid with some kind of funny shapes going on. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that there's a tree somewhere that we're supposed to find. I'm gonna say a pink tree, but I mean, that could be wrong. This is one of the ones I was nervous about, not being able to find anything. Is it the whole path? We would start here. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, I'm weirdly bad at these. I think this is one of those ones that's supposed to be easy in general. I'm weirdly bad at this when they throw me for the loop. Okay, I'm gonna say this is the beginning. There's 2 branches. There's 3 branches. Yeah, there's 3 branches. That's accurate. This is the shortest one. This is the longest one. I actually don't remember what you do when there's 3 different lengths. Do you just go with the longest one? I mean, this is longer than this, so I guess it wins. This is, man, why do I have so much trouble with this? Let me look at some of these answers again. I feel like there's only 2 different heights that those can be. What happens when there are 3 different heights? Okay, for this one, this is just the longest one. This is the shortest one. This one I think is longer than this one. So you just highlight the longest one, but then up here, there's still only a choice of 2. Okay, of these 2, this one's longer, so that means we highlight it. Of these 2, this one's longer. They put these bushes here so you could actually see the scale. This one is longer. Appreciate that. So my one question is just the bottom 3. I think I only have one question in this one, so I think that should be fine. Okay. It's going up to the binary area. Oh, we're already here. And it is a row of 8. my god. What the hell? Okay, maybe it's not the gravestones because there's a fuckload of them. There's a whole fuckload of them. Oh my gosh. Like, if it's the gravestones, I feel like that's so many layers. And plus over here, there's only one set. Over here, there's whatever the fuck is going on over here. We have this rock here, which is kind of like the dot telling you, oh my god, it is the gravestones. The dot telling you which end to start from. Jesus. Alright, so the binary one, I'm gonna start on a new page. Because I feel like there's a bunch of layers to this. And I'm gonna... It is 8. It's a row of 8, right? It's a row of 8. So what I'm gonna do is take every row of 8 that I find and just write it down and stack them on top of each other. Do it that way. It won't be that bad. So starting on this side, I'm gonna write the dots down and just write them out as they appear on the screen first. Okay, there's no dot telling me where to start with these ones, so I'm just gonna write them down as is. Oh, they are mirrored though. Okay, is that it? So I have 5 rows. I have 5 rows of gravestones, and I'm not 100% sure what to do with these 2 rows. I guess they're not marked because they're palindromes. It doesn't matter which way you read them from. So if there's only 5 rows to this, I've got them all written down, so we can do our yes/no analysis here. If there's an odd number of 1s, then I'll make a check mark, but I mean, I think that's all I really need to do. I mean, I guess we'll see. Okay, what's left? The dashed area. Okay, for the dashes, it's just a 6x3 grid. That's not very big. Maybe I gotta look at those solar panels. Actually, I want to get back over here too. I don't think this would have anything to do with it. Oh, did I not get this? Oh. It was too tricky, huh? What a mess. Wow, well, that's a mess. Oh wait, 6x5. We're looking for a 6x5 grid. Well, this could be 6x5. But what the hell are the clues? Where would the dashes be? So I guess it's probably inside the building then. But I'm not really sure what I'm looking at in here. What would be a clue? Do I have to complete something in order to see? Like the real clue or whatever? I spent a long time on this one. And for science, I'm gonna go ahead and put in the answer and see if that changes anything. Like, I really don't want to put in answers unless I think it's gonna actually change something on the map. You know, unless I think it's preventing me from doing something, maybe. I'm at that point. I don't care. Let's do it. Is that it? Okay, probably could have seen that coming, but still, I don't understand. If it's the building, where are the clues? You think you'd see some, like, horizontal dashes, at least. Wow, this one is actually eluding me. I feel like I need to sit back further. Maybe then it'll stand out. I guess what we'll do is head on back and maybe try to put some of these answers in that we already have. See how many of them actually work. Miranda! Let me start with the art gallery one. I think that was pretty easy. So if I'm wrong, it'll be like, ugh. Okay, the tree one's a little weird. And then I think I figured out the diamond one, but I still have to, like, figure it out. I wonder if I actually found all the clues for this one. Yeah, I honestly, technically, I think this should work, but I found 4 yellow diamonds here, 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 and here. So as long as they're separated, that's actually the only thing that matters, right? Everything else is pairs of different colors. So I think I'm missing something there. I have to go back. I think this is a pretty good start, though.